Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Get early access to all of our interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats with writer and comic book legend DG Chichester, new episodes of classic Capes and Lunatics shows, including The Quantum Zone, This, That, or the Third, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/capesandlunatics. Hope to see you there.
A tumor. It's not a tumor.
Just warning you now, kids. It's not a tumor. All right, welcome back to Marvel Tales and the finale of Atlantis Attacks. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, fixing that effing font. It is
Justin the Owl, rising from the depths of Lemuria for vengeance.
Ooh, that's right. A triumphant return of someone's favorite biscuit.
Right. And he is looking good here.
Oh my. That's right, kids. Fantastic Four Annual 22. Where we get the official end of this story, but then we're going to take a look at a darker ending in What If Volume 2, number 25.
Yes.
All right, so I'd say let's jump in because
Yeah.
I have a feeling we're going to have thoughts, especially when we get to that What If.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
All right, have a synopsis for this one. All right. Fantastic Four Annual 22 from November 1989 for Crown and Conquest. Writer Roy Thomas, penciler Rick Buckler, inker Tony DeZuniga, colorist John A. Wilcox, letterer Janice Chang, and editor Ralph Macchio. Deep in the Pacific Ocean, the Fantastic Four and members of both the East and West Coast Avengers are en route to Lemuria to prevent Ghaur and his minions from unleashing the power of the Serpent Crown and rescue the 7 female superheroes who have been enslaved as potential brides to the demon set. Aboard one of the Avengers Quinjets, Captain America and Iron Man assure the Vision that they will rescue his wife, the Scarlet Witch, from their foes. As the rest of the Avengers recap the current situation, Iron Man asks the Vision if he still has any feelings for his wife after his recent transformation. The Vision tells his armored teammate that his only concern is for that of a fellow comrade, as he is incapable of feeling emotions anymore. While aboard the other Quinjet, Captain Marvel has come to the conclusion that the situation would have to come to this current final showdown against Ghaur and Lyra. Pym tells Marvel, meaning Monica Rambeau, that it can't be that dire given that Thor and his team of heroes banished Set to his home dimension, curtailing many of their enemies' plans. The Black Panther, and the Black Widow both caution Pym that a rat is most dangerous when it is cornered. But Pym is convinced that the assemblage of heroes they have with them, that they have a good chance of winning the battle ahead. While aboard the Fantastic Four submarine, Thor also has grim feelings of the coming battle, even though they are presently shielded by one of Doctor Strange's spells. Reed also feels the same way, given his field of expertise is science. He does not have full faith in magic. When Sharon comments about how Doctor Strange was supposed to be dead, Johnny reminds her that his continued existence has helped them track the Serpent Crown since it was moved from Magneto's island. Why ain't you dead? Oh. This gets Ben talking about the events leading up to the current situation, recounting how the Silver Surfer first fought Ghaur in space, or how the Serpent Society got a hold of some mystical artifact shortly thereafter, how Moon Knight came to the aid of the Punisher, then when Viper injected him with drugs, and how Daredevil was forced to battle Spider-Man to free him from a cult of Set worshippers, and lastly, how the New Mutants battled
A tumor.
on Avengers Island alongside Namorita. So there's kind of a recap of your last 8 episodes, kid.
And Namorita, remember, who we haven't seen for a while, but remember her because we're
going to be setting up an ongoing series here soon.
Oh, yes.
Meanwhile, in Deviant Lemuria, Ghaur and Lyra. Is this the issue? What is it, Ben Grimm? Like, yeah, that pervert. Or like, no, Ben, not pervert, deviant. Whatever. Or was that the Thor annual? But there's one of them.
One of them it says, yeah.
Ghaur. Well, look how he had them all dressed. He's a pervert. Ghaur and Lyra are angered by the fact that Thor successfully summoned the Demogorge, and who then severed the many heads of Set and cast them into various different dimensions after pulling him through his own ass. Ghaur laments that he was unable to retain the power cosmic, but spent it reconstituting himself after being destroyed by the Eternal's Unimind, and later in his battle against the Silver Surfer. So, see, kids, Silver Surfer did do something.
Yeah.
Silver Surfer was off in space, and he did more than the X-Men did, I feel.
Yeah. He did more than most of X Factor did.
Well, I guess in, I don't know, relatively to this story, I guess space is closer than Australia.
Well, yeah.
Outer space is closer and less confusing than Australia.
Yeah.
What the F? Sorry.
Tricky Dicky.
Lyra tells him, look on the bright side. They still have the armies of Lemuria that are loyal to their every whim and will vigorously defend them from any attacks. They also still have their new massive serpent crown, and she mentions that if they sacrifice the 7 brides of Set, they can generate the power to reform their master Set and still win. Would he want to live? Turned inside out?
Yeah.
But Lyra warns Ghaur not to deceive her like he fooled the Atlantean warriors he tricked into attacking the surface world earlier in their schemes. As they weigh the odds of the situation, they are contacted by one of the guards who informs them that 3 surface vessels are approaching Lemuria. Soon, the 2 Quinjets and the Fantastic Four ship land within Lemuria, and the heroes emerge to face the charging armies of Lemuria. Lyra warns her minions to keep the heroes at bay while they prepare to sacrifice the brides. The combined efforts of the Avengers and the Fantastic Four tear into the attacking armies. Doctor Strange is assisted by Thor, while the others tear into their enemies, bent on recovering and the captured women. The 2 Human Torches are more than happy to be working together after their last encounter when the android torch was under the thrall of the Mad Thinker 100 years ago. As Reed continues to fight, he notices the Vision and wishes he could be as cold and detached about rescuing his own wife as the Vision is for his spouse, the Scarlet Witch, but then corrects himself, thinking that sort of detachment is to be avoided. Oh yeah, we need to cover that too. When Byrne jumps on West Coast and rips the Vision apart.
Yeah, Vision Quest.
Mm-hmm. And a certain someone joins the team.
Yep.
The best ending of an issue ever. Oh, well, at least we were going to get saddled with someone. At least it's Captain America. No.
Guess again.
As the heroes continue to battle through their foes, Ghaur, the 7 brides of Set, spun around. When Lyra, he has them spun round and round, like a record round. When Lyra questions the usefulness of this, Ghaur explains that it is part of a ritual to siphon the bride's life energies into the Serpent Crown. As the Fantastic Four get closer to Ghaur's fortress, Lyra activates the outer defenses to keep them at bay. However, before she can fire, she and Ghaur are interrupted by the sudden arrival of the Submariner, who managed to survive his apparent death. Yes. All right, that's right, kids. So you know what time it is. Imperious Rex.
That's my favorite. It's good.
He quickly leaps outside and helps the heroes incapacitate the massive cannon charged to fire upon them. With the main gates sealed and no way to break through, I think Justin's had dreams like that. Namor had handled them. Impressive weaponry, sir. Impressive.
Yes. That will do just fine.
That'll do, pig. With the main gates sealed and no way to break through, Namor has another solution on how to get in. Diving back into the scene, Namor leads Reed, Johnny, Ben, Sharon to another access hatch. Along the way, he reminds them that he wishes to get revenge against Lyra for murdering his first wife, Lady Dorma, as well as her union with Tiger Shark that led to the death of his father. They manage to get the hatch open and get inside before the chamber completely floods. He then leads them to the main chamber where Ghaur and Lyra are keeping their massive serpent crown and the brides. As they come crashing through, Reed notices that his wife and the other prisoners are beginning to fade away, noting that they don't have much time left. Lyra orders her minions to attack. Namor attacks her, and Ben tries to destroy the spinning pedestal where the brides are spinning into nothingness. Ghaur uses his powers to control Ben's mind, sending him to attack Miss Marvel instead. While Namor begins to falter against Lyra, Mr. Fantastic is also enthralled by Ghaur and ordered to attack the Human Torch and vice versa. Even though they are aware they are being controlled, the members of the Fantastic Four cannot help themselves but to attack their teammates. As Ghaur gloats, Lyra shows Namor images of his dead wives, Dorma and Marina, and offers to bring them back to life, whichever one he wishes if he agrees to join him. Namor refuses and smashes both the constructs, revealing them to be nothing but illusions and freeing his cousin Namorita in the process. Ghaur orders Lyra to quit tormenting the Submariner and join his side in defending the Serpent Crown, as the Fantastic Four shake off the control Ghaur had over them. Lyra refuses, needing to defeat the Submariner. When the Fantastic Four charge against Ghaur, he decides that his only recourse is to delve deep into the power of the Serpent Crown and use its secret powers. Although Ghaur manages to down the Human Torch, the rest of the Fantastic Four manage to dodge the blast. However, Ghaur's probes into the Serpent Crown awaken the spirit of its former holder, Naga of Lemuria. Naga explains that the reconstitution of the Serpent Crown has resurrected his spirit, and he now seeks to reclaim its power. Refusing to give it up, Ghaur is forced to defend himself against Naga. The resulting conflagration results in Naga, Ghaur, and Lyra seemingly blinked out of existence. Without their foes around, the 7 brides of Set are freed from their trances, and the marks of Set disappear from their necks. Just then, the Avengers come crashing in, and everyone is quickly reunited with one another. With the Serpent Crown becoming unstable and about to explode, the former brides of Set push it down into a deep trench where it harmlessly explodes, burying itself in the process. With the battle over and Namorita recovered, Namor and his cousin vow to locate his people who were forced to disperse during the current crisis. As they fly away, Captain America and the original Human Torch see Namor and Namorita in much the same way they saw themselves in the war with their partners, Bucky and Toro. Remarking how Namor is now a man without a country, Captain America still can't help but envy him. All right. Thoughts?
Oh, quite an epic conclusion to this tale, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember reading this the first time and being surprised. I wasn't expecting to see Naga show up again.
Yeah.
I loved that. That was a great little twist that Roy Thomas threw in there.
Mm-hmm.
And a great callback to, again, if you've been paying attention to the saga of the Serpent Crown backups and all of these, you know what an integral part Naga played in the history of the Serpent Crown. He wore that thing pretty much longer than anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes sense that his kind of essence, his spirit would be imprinted upon it.
And it's kind of nice that, and like the whole Demigorge thing last episode, where it's like, yeah, if you've been like keeping up and reading all those saga of the Serpent Crown, so that's some of that stuff pays off. Like, you know,
right.
It's like, hey kids, all this stuff, this ancient history you've been reading, well,
that's right.
It's topical now.
It's all tied together. I love that. It's great stuff. It's funny how all of a sudden we've got more people in here. We've got Black Widow in here. We've got Monica Rambeau in here. We've got Black Panther. Like just throwing anybody in here. We've got Tigra on the cover, but I don't think I see her in the whole issue.
No. Maybe they came. I think they woke up to that. Oh, hey, she's still locked in a cage in Avengers West Coast compound. Yeah, shrunk down. Yeah.
Oops. Yeah. No, my complaint about this is with the font. And that's why my little thing says, fix that effing font. Roy Thomas does this thing, and I don't know why he does this on a lot of his books.
Mm-hmm.
But if you look at some of the font in here, when there's stuff that's like exclamations in all caps,
mm-hmm.
sometimes the letters will be slightly askew, where one will be higher than the other, and the rest of the word will be like that. Almost like it's like some mini marquee or something. I don't know what. Honestly, I don't know what the point of it is.
I should have pulled out my floppy, but I think they might have fixed it on the digital copy.
Oh, did they? Oh
I'm
my
not,
god, I'd love it if that was the case.
I'm really not seeing it. So,
well, when the panel, okay, here it is. The panel where Ghaur is on top of the serpent crown and he's blasting at them, and he says, "And Lord Ghaur conquers." That word bubble right there. Do you see how the letters are like off? There's off kilter. It's weird.
What page is that?
31.
Okay, let me see.
Oh, I'm looking at the floppy though.
Yeah. Just want to make sure I was close. Oh, no. I mean, I guess it's still kind of jumbled there. Cause let me see. Yeah, you see that?
Yeah, it's the same stuff.
Yeah.
I don't like it. There's something about that bugs me. And I mean, sometimes he'll just do it a few times in an issue, and it's whatever. It doesn't bug me that much. But in this issue, it's all over the friggin' place, and I can't take it. There's so many instances where this happens,
especially on this page, because 2 panels later, oh, wait, who are you? That's the same way. And when he
way,
dog of the area, it's the same, yeah.
When he jumps through the illusion, grabs Namorita, like there's so many instances where this happens, and I don't like it. I think it looks dumb. I don't understand why it's even a thing. It's one thing that bugs me that Roy Thomas does in his writing. I don't get it.
All right, you ready for a continuity error here?
Yep.
Okay. You see the Beast there talking to everybody.
Oh,
in the jet with Captain America and Iron Man and everyone. Mm-hmm. Well, who's that on Hawkeye's ship with Mockingbird?
Oh, yeah. He swam over. He swam over to the other submersible.
I'm thinking,
like, hey guys, how's it going?
He's looking kind of smaller there. Do you think did they catch their Tigra continuity mistake, and were they just like, just color it blue or whatever?
Yes. Yeah, that's supposed to be Tigra, maybe. Yeah. So funny, right?
I know.
Yeah. I love the art in this issue, though. Rich Buckler, he's great.
Yeah,
it's great, good stuff. Yeah. I remember at the time I wasn't so fond of it. Like I was expecting, I mean, I think this is another Ron Friends cover. I was expecting something bigger for the finale.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Arthur Adams or something. I don't know. But
did I forget to put the cover up? Area.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's a great cover. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a great cover.
Yeah, it's another Ron Friends and Joe Sinnott cover. Yeah.
Yeah. So good. And I think this is the cover of the collection. It's an omnibus, I think, that has that. I think that's the cover of it. But yeah, I remember being underwhelmed by the art at the time because I thought it was a little bit more subdued than what we should have for like a big explosive finale finish. But I think looking at it now, I think it's great. I think it's completely great art.
Oh, yeah.
And the panel with the 2 Human Torches was great. I love that. The 2 Human Torches together. I've been waiting years for that. I've been waiting years to see those 2 together. And
2 blonde flaming biscuits, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. It's the best. And of course Namor. I mean, Namor's fantastic in this.
I mean, I guess no one expected Namor was going to stay dead, but I'm just like, boy, that cover really blew that
huh? Oops. There's another oops. Yeah. But I like too how it kept it open at the end when him and Namorita were flying off. They're like, well, they're going to kind of collect all the Atlantean refugees that have been dispersed because of this conflict and kind of try to reunify their people after this massive mess that happened, and so many of them just got wiped out by this atomic warhead. So they've got a lot of rebuilding to do. Like yeah.
I bet then that was the whole thing. Lyra's thing with the 2 dead wives. She's like, oh yeah, I kind of destroy the one you don't want. And meanwhile, because she was trying to trick him into killing Namorita.
Right. That was the whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Boy, lots of happy stories we're covering here the last.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, this was an appropriately epic finish, I felt like,
Oh,
for
yeah.
Atlantis Attacks. Yeah.
At
Yeah,
least
I like the fact, too, that it was Ghaur and Lyra
Yeah.
at the end. Rather than having them fight Set at the end, it was Ghaur and Lyra. Because they were the architects of this whole mess.
Mhm.
So it makes sense that they should be the ones that the heroes face at the end.
And at least the Avengers were there too, because it would have been weird after, the Avengers annuals where there was a bunch of Avengers if it had just been the Fantastic Four Namor
Yeah.
in this whole thing.
Yeah. That would have been kind of weird, yeah.
Although I love the brides at the end here are back to be dressed in their regular
Yes.
hair.
That happened quickly.
So I'm just like, okay, so if how'd Storm get home? Where she's just like, are you Storm of the X-Men or are you supposed to be dead? Oh no, I'm an Australian impersonator. Can I get a ride home, mate?
Yeah.
Taking a ride to Australia, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan, Jan.
It was Cersei. She transmuted their clothes.
Yeah.
She changed all their clothes. That's what it was. Yeah, what did you think of this one, Phil?
I liked it. It's been a while since I read this, but yeah, no, I like this. Yeah.
That's good, right? It's a good, satisfying conclusion. I felt like they left enough stuff open because you didn't really think that Ghaur was dead. And Lyra, the villains basically got their comeuppance, but there was no finality to it.
Mm-hmm.
So it did leave the door open for further shenanigans.
Oh yeah, that's the classic. Oh yeah, the villain disappears, so it's like, yeah, they're probably gonna be back.
Yeah, and if you notice too, they just push the serpent crown off that crevice.
Yes,
they don't utterly destroy it.
You bury it. Yeah.
Yeah. So there was enough stuff left open at the end where they could have a continuation of this narrative if they wanted to revisit it at a later date.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm trying to remember. Wasn't the serpent crown hard to destroy? Or
oh yeah, yeah. I can't remember what it was made out of, but I mean, even Doctor Strange's magic couldn't do anything to it.
Yeah. I mean, I guess they don't mean it this way, but when Namor at the end says the Namorita, enough of your schoolgirl crush, I'm like, wait, she has a crush on her cousin?
Yeah, what does that mean? Yeah.
I mean, is it? I mean, does he mean like, I don't know, like worshiping your older cousin? But it just, schoolgirl crush just seems.
Yeah. I didn't know what that was about.
Oh, I'm sorry. No. Yes. Schoolgirl. Yeah, schoolgirl crush from your cousin. Yeah. What's this? They may fly in the south. They may fly in the south of Atlantis, but squeal like a tuna, boy. Latest attacks has warped my mind.
Must be all that radiation from the nuclear warhead.
That's right.
Gotta give him that hot
tumor.
We can't leave without that.
Yeah.
All right. So you were satisfied with the wrap up to this?
Yeah, I felt like it was good. Yeah, there was enough action here. Like, it didn't feel like it was padded, like the Evolutionary War conclusion was. That was a bloody mess, that conclusion of that thing.
I know.
But this wasn't that. Like, this, I felt, was a much more satisfying end.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I liked it. Yeah, and we didn't have like a bunch of deaths. We didn't have a bunch of unnecessary character deaths littered all throughout this issue.
Or people evolved to godhood.
Yeah, or exactly. There wasn't a bunch of unnecessary shock value in this.
Mm-hmm.
It was just, okay, we're having a big superhero versus supervillain fight. You know, we're gonna have a callback to the origins of the Serpent Crown with Naga coming back. And we're going to have Lyra doing her mind games, the Namor, which she loves to do. There's a plug, actually. There's an epic collection of Namor coming out next week. I'm so excited about it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It's going to have some more classic Namor versus Lyra shenanigans in that, too.
Boy, between that and go get your copy of Namor #2, man. You got a nice.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Ah,
It's going to be a lovely next few weeks.
man. Nice.
Yeah.
I was looking at all the notes here because you're saying, where did like Black Panther all them come from? Captain America, Captain Marvel, Black Widow, Black Panther, Hawkeye, and Mockingbird were last seen in Avengers Annual 18.
Were they in there? Really?
Yeah, I thought they were, but that's the last time they were in this story.
Black Widow was in there?
I guess. Again,
I don't
who knows if she did much? She might have just been like in the panel somewhere.
Okay. But she was wearing her, like, I thought she was wearing her gray outfit at this point.
I don't know.
And in this one, she was back to her old, that midnight blue one with the golden belt. Yeah. And what did Monica have her powers back at this point?
I'm trying to remember if she did. They might have been limited. She might not have her full. I think she might have had something, but I don't think she had her full spectrum of powers at this point.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, because did we see her do a lot in this issue?
I don't remember. Yeah.
Well, again, once they get separated, it's a lot because it's the Fantastic Four's annual. So
True. And there's a lot of characters in this.
yeah,
Like you've got a lot of Avengers just to begin with.
Ooh.
And then you had the Fantastic Four on top of it with an extra member. Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna have to cover that Fantastic Four Annual 4. That's where the two torches fight.
Yes, that's a classic. Yeah, definitely.
Maybe in 2026 we'll have to have some kind of Mad Thinker March or something.
Mad Thinker March. We could pull stories from all kinds of places for that. Oh yeah.
He's attacked a lot of people. I mean, Fantastic Four, Spider-Man come to mind. Thunderbolts. Early on.
He's messed with. Captain America. He's messed with.
Yes, Captain America.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of stories if you dig deep enough.
Yeah.
All right. So, any thoughts on the conclusion of this, or shall we get to the what if?
No, we can move to the what if. Yeah.
Yeah. Because this is gonna get nuts.
Do you have a synopsis for that one?
I've been looking. I don't see one. What if Volume 2, number 25? Yeah, that's not the usual. Let's see. If I do find one, it's not. Oh, hold on. It kind of looks like it, but supposedly it's a different website. Here's like okay, this is like a weird synopsis, but yeah, kind of got something. All right. So yeah, so we'll get what if Volume 2, number 25, May 1991. What if Set had come to Earth? Writer Jim Valentino, penciler Rick Levins, and hold on. Okay, get that cover up there. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anchor Ralph Cabrera, colors Tom Vincent, and letterer Brad Joyce. All right, this is weird. It's like a weird paragraph here. Everything that could go wrong for the heroes does go wrong. All heroes and villains alike are dead or mindless drones of Set. Thor, Wolverine, Sabretooth, Phoenix 2, it says, meaning Rachel Summers, Doctor Doom, Hulk, Joe Fixit, Cloak, and Aquarian are the only survivors on Earth to try and stop Set. Meanwhile, Quasar, who had accompanied Thing, Thor, and Doctor Strange inside Set, as we talked about last episode, discover Thing and Doctor Strange are dead. He finds the Eye of Agamotto and combines his powers with it to try and defeat Set. Meanwhile, Wolverine, Sabretooth, Hulk, Cloak, and Aquarian are sent to kill the brides of Set, Marvel Girl, Invisible Woman, She-Hulk, Dagger, Andromeda, Storm, and Scarlet Witch, to prevent the births of Set's children. The group's emotions get in the way and they are killed by the brides. At the same time, Thor, Doctor Doom, and Phoenix oppose Set directly. Doctor Doom and Phoenix are killed quickly while Thor is defeated and is preserved in amber by Gaia, his mother. Silver Surfer comes to the aid of Earth and destroys one of the heads of Set. Quasar returns and imprisons himself with Set in the Eye of Agamotto, where they will fight for eternity. The Silver Surfer brings the Eye of Agamotto to Uatu the Watcher, so he may have it for safekeeping. The brides give birth to Set's children and are eaten by them. All inhabitants of Earth remain drones and are consumed by the children of Set. So,
happy ending, folks.
yeah.
That's so cheery, right?
Oh, jeez. Yeah, that's. Oh, I'm sorry. We didn't do the last chapter of Saga of the Serpent Crown and the Fantastic Four.
Oh, that's right. We skipped that. Whoops.
Yeah, because that's the only other backup that was on the app.
Oh, well, the other ones, they were.
Well, I saw the synopsis. I do remember that Doom story where he basically goes through the Fantastic Four's rogues gallery and basically
Yes,
tells
strength comparison page.
why he's superior to all of them.
There was a Stan Lee story in there as well. Stan Lee starring in Mission Impossible Man.
Yes, I remember that.
That was funny.
But yeah, I mean, in the final chapter of the Saga of the Serpent Crown, we see, basically the Project Pegasus story where Quasar gets taken over by the Serpent Crown, and then Doctor Strange, Spider-Man, Ben Grimm, and Scarlet Witch show up. But yes, that's right. Yes, the Crown turned the whole project when they were searching all the alternate dimensions for crown. They got all the other crowns and formed it into a giant serpent crown.
Giant, massive crown, which then came to life.
Yes. But thankfully, also on hand at the project was the Cosmic Cube. So,
well, nice thing to have around in case of emergency, you know?
Yeah. So while Doctor Strange is fighting Set, Ben Grimm, Spider-Man, and Scarlet Witch basically used the cube to create an explosion that demolished the crown.
Yeah. Destroyed forever. Or is it?
I don't know. And then Doctor Strange uses the cube to boost his power to cast the spell Exorcising Set from Earth. But at the end of this, we see Uatu's talking to Gaia.
Yeah.
Basically saying, she's watched over the Earth for eons. I love humanity other than my children, blah, blah, blah. Far more important is their capacity for courage, idealism, and love in the human heart. All right, enough of that feel-good crap. Let's get to this. Let's get to this what if.
Doom and gloom, what if. Yeah, and Namor dying right off the bat. I was like, wow.
Oh, yeah, that was like the first domino to fall. It's like, what if you actually had died in that Iron Man annual?
Yep, that's it. They weren't messing around. And then everybody else just started dying. Doctor Strange died. The Thing died. Like, Quasar even found, like, the rocky hide of the Thing. Like, scraps of the Thing's rocky flesh. I was like, oh, man.
No, I think that was just pieces of that suit, but...
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, the metal suit, yeah.
Because, I mean, at first I thought, that's gruesome, but I think those are just wires hanging off the...
right, that's true, yeah. I forgot about the wires, yeah.
Although, I don't know, man. So Seth cracked Ben Grimm like a walnut, man. Cracked
yeah, right. Yeah, he turned Doctor Strange into ash.
Yeah, because the first couple pages basically give you the recap, everything that happened the first time, and then...
Right.
Yeah, Namor gets killed, boom, and that explosion, that Moon Knight and Punisher become snake.
Yeah, become snake people.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Atom refuses Thor, and I guess he can't become Demigorge this time.
Yeah.
And Ben Grimm doesn't catch Quasar.
Oops.
Oh man, they don't even explain it, but there's Inside Out Set again.
Mm-hmm. They make a lot of assumptions that you've read the previous Atlantis Attacks.
Yeah. Oh man, so Set like swallowed Ben Grimm. So like I think he digested him, then basically probably just expelled pieces of that Thing suit.
Yeah, well, roughage.
But we see Doctor Strange get the heads blast Doctor Strange and basically fry him and drops the Eye of Agamotto.
Yeah.
And then Thor sees Set's more out of this dimension than in, so he takes off. We get back to that Avengers battle.
Yes.
Oh my god! And then like you said, the deaths just keep coming. Yeah, Hank McCoy and the Wasp get fried, and then as Hank Pym's like Jan, he gets eaten by one of those heads.
Yeah. It's such a cheery issue.
And then Set even just turns on Ghaur and Lyra.
Yeah. I know. I was surprised by that. I thought, oh, wow, even your servants aren't safe. Okay.
Hey, thanks for bringing me back, kid.
Yeah. I'd forgotten that Rick Levins did the artwork in this. He
Mm.
did a lengthy run on Captain America in the 90s
Yeah.
with Mark Grunwald.
So yeah, the Avengers retreat, but then they kind of come back. Well, I guess with whoever's left, just like they did in the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
But oh, look, there's that cannon. I guess Namor wasn't there to stop it, so
Yeah.
basically the whole Lemurian city comes crashing down on almost everybody.
Yeah. I was also surprised to see Aquarian.
Yeah,
Yeah. How often does Aquarian get used in any stories, right?
I know. Around this time, I think the only thing I can remember is he showed up in like Quasar #4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just the cosmic stuff, though.
Oh yeah. Unless people are just like, it's weird to use him because he's like a pacifist.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like that. Yeah, Mark Grunwald brought him in the Quasar 4.
Yeah, that was cool.
Uh,
Cosmic space hippie.
yeah. But yeah, we see all the, oh God, Set tore Wonder Man in half.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Would that have caused some kind of ionic explosion or something?
Well, you'd think, yeah. But I guess Set's, more powerful than that.
Yeah, because it says, those who do not deny it, die in the destruction of the Lemurian city are felled by the ever-growing might of the serpent. All that is save one, because basically Set can't kill Thor, so he basically just whips him into this, or on the land from the ocean. It's just,
Yeah.
boom. Then we just see, basically everyone on Earth becomes serpent men, except for, this group, they convene at Four Freedoms Plaza, because basically, well, Fantastic Four all day.
Yeah.
So I guess did Thor bring them all together? But basically trying to figure out what to do. And Sabretooth is like, I guess we all know what we got to do. We got to kill them babes.
Yeah.
And Thor's like, how dare you? And Doom's like, no, hold Thor. Sabretooth, his disrespectful tone aside, he has a point.
Yeah.
And then even Wolverine's like, he's like, I don't want to think about it either. But yeah, we got to do it.
You leave Jean to me.
Good Lord. And then Cloak's like, how could you say that? He's like, I can't kill Dagger. And Sabretooth's like, I'll kill them all if you want.
I'll do it.
Except, of course, for dear sweet Jeannie.
Yeah.
And even Joe Fixits is like, I don't like this whole idea that much, but if we got to do it, let's get it done.
Yeah, because he's gonna have to kill his own cousin.
Yeah.
Then
we see Quasar still like hurtling from battle in that dimension,
indefinitely flying through this void.
Yep. So he grabs an asteroid or something and slingshots himself back. That's when he finds the pieces of the Thing costume and Doctor Strange's bones. They're dead.
But
what's that behind him? That's the other one we got to do. We got to get Will back. We got to do Quasar 30 and 31. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Because Uatu sends him on a mission. He goes through all these countless dimensions, and one of them he sees himself wrestling Set. Yeah. Then he gets blasted into the new universe for the second issue.
The new universe. That's right.
Yes. Okay, so then we see Joe Fixit, Wolverine, Cloak, and Sabretooth.
Going to battle.
Yeah, first we see the Snake Man, Punisher, Daredevil, and Magneto. I love it. Yeah, Aquarian grabs Magneto, and Wolverine's like, just open up a little slit in that field, just enough.
Yes, that's all he needs.
It just stabs Magneto in the neck.
Yeah.
Snicked. Then Joe Fixit just drops on Snake Man Colossus. And then Rogue keeps trying to mess with Joe. He's just like, well, first he bats her away with Colossus's body.
Yeah.
Then we get the Snake Men New Mutants, who basically Cloak absorbs them all into his cloak there.
Yeah.
In the Dark Force dimension, and then Joe's still wrestling with Colossus when Spider-Man shows up. He's like, oh man, why'd have to be him? He's like, I was like the little guy that basically just like smashes his head into the ground.
Yeah.
Then Rogue comes back and he's like, here comes this ex-chick again. He just like punches her into orbit.
Yeah. This time it's a permanent solution.
Yeah. Oh yeah, especially if she's a snake, man.
Yeah.
There's some comments. Noel Tate, Atlanta Attacks.
Atlanta Attacks.
I can't believe this is still going on. I gotta admit, I'm loving the coverage. This is the
This
last.
is the final episode.
No, yes,
This is it.
yes. This is
It has been fun going over this all summer.
Oh yeah,
It's been super fun. I've enjoyed it immensely because I haven't read these in probably over I don't know, 20 years. It's been a long time. Yeah.
Look at him! Hooray!
Yeah.
Hey, Noel, in the next episode of the X-Men Classics, Russell's going to be joining us to talk that original story where Beast gets his fur.
Yeah. Amazing Chillers, right? Or something
Amazing
like that.
Adventures, I think.
Amazing Adventures.
Yeah. The Beast hits puberty, yes.
It had to happen sooner or later.
And again, of course, this is taking place in the 90s. So, yeah, Snake Man Punishers about to take out Sabretooth.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
And Wolverine and Daredevil fighting. He's like, good Daredevil, ain't no doubt. But you do have just one small problem, bub. I'm the best there is. You see the blood flying. And then Aquarium picks up Havoc and Longshot. And he's like, I don't want to kill these guys. And Cloak's like, he's like, yeah, I get it. I get it. Just throw them in my cloak. They'll live in a dimension of eternal cold and darkness, but they'll still live.
Yeah, no big deal. They'll get used to it.
But then they're like, that was a little too easy. But that's when the brides show up.
Oh, yeah. And then things go from bad to worse for these folks.
Storm fries Sabretooth. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then She-Hulk and Sue Richards attack Joe. Yeah, Marvel Girl picks up Wolverine and throws him. And Scarlet Witch somehow, with her hex power, makes turns Wolverine's bones into antimatter or something.
Yes, yeah.
And
the collision with Aquarian destroys them both.
Yep, all that's left is that adamantium skeleton.
Yeah.
Clang. So yeah, Sue has a force field around Joe's head. He's like, one thing you forget, I can hold my breath longer than any regular human. Thinking, how easily can you hold your breath while you're talking?
Yeah. That's talent.
That's some comic book science there.
Yeah.
So then She-Hulk and Andromeda are punching him, basically trying to knock the wind out of him.
Yeah.
And then Dagger, Storm, and Scarlet Witch basically make Cloak implode on himself.
Yeah. That's the end of Cloak.
Yep.
And then another hex turns Joe Fixit back into Bruce Banner.
Yep. So
She-Hulk and Andromeda crush his skull with their bare hands.
One of them probably could have did the job, but yes, both of them just. So then we go back to that dimension. We see a Starfield hand pick up the Eye of Agamotto, and then back in New York City. No, is this the first big ass drawn out company wide event? It was bigger, but the year before they did do the Evolutionary War. I think that was the first one.
That was, yeah.
So,
but this was like much bigger in scale.
Yeah, I think there was more annuals part of Atlantis Attacks, but yeah, Evolutionary War was the first one.
Yeah, and then after this, they scaled it back again.
Oh yeah, I think
they started doing 5 or 6 part ones instead of these big, massive 13-part, 14-part epics. I mean,
as continuity errors and things we pointed out, I think they've realized they're like, man, it's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Plus, we're trying to get out all these monthly books too. Yeah. So yeah, back in New York, Thor, Phoenix, and Doom are taking on Set.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Set swallows Thor's hammer and then starts frying Doom. I love. He's like, Doom. He's like, nah, my force field must hold. I am Doom. You hear me, monster? I am Doom.
I am Doom.
Thinking his ego is going to save him, but it don't.
Yeah.
And then Phoenix sees Doom die. She's like, all right, monster, it's time for you to die. And you see that big splash page.
Yeah.
Phoenix Force over Set. Yeah.
Yeah, that was good stuff.
Then Thor's trying to call his hammer back, which eventually he does. It takes out one of Set's heads. So
yeah, that was cool.
Yeah. But then, the kind of Phoenix gets taken out.
Yeah, falls to her death.
Yeah, and then the remaining 6 heads blast Thor, and he's frying. But then, Gaia grabs him with a giant rock hand and brings him down underground and puts him in amber. So I guess Thor's just there forever.
Yeah, well, He's not dead.
No, but I mean, everyone
Well-
else are snake men, so I don't know.
Yeah, well.
But finally, the Silver Surfer comes back to Earth. He didn't even do this in the real.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Maybe
yeah.
he showed up a little sooner, Surfer.
He was busy. The Kree-Skull War was happening. Yeah, it was a thing.
He almost taking this personally because it's basically just like, you know what? I didn't let Galactus destroy Earth. I ain't letting your ass that destroy Earth.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, he manages to blow up another head of Set, so we're down to 5.
Yeah.
But then the heads blast him and he falls. But then, yeah, another splash page. Quasar shows up.
Yeah.
Not only with the Eye of Agamotto, but with the Captain Universe power.
Captain Universe power. Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, and the Quantum Band. So
Yeah. Nice combo.
you would have thought he could have, they're wrestling for eternity. You think he could have defeated him.
Yeah, with that type of power, yeah. That
mean-
would you thought that would have given him just enough of an edge over Set to defeat him.
Or give him the old, let's quantum jump him into the quantum zone. Come on.
Yeah.
So he opens the Eye of Agamotto. They're both pulled in where they're wrestling for eternity, I guess. And like it said,
Yeah.
Silver Surfer brings it to Uatu to hold.
Yeah.
Then he's saying, what of the bride, you ask? Well, they did not survive the birth of their sons.
Yeah. They were devoured by their own offspring.
That top, I mean, so I guess I think he said it's like, as soon as they were born, the sons of Set basically ate their mothers.
Yeah.
So but
Yeah.
look at the first panel on that last page. You see those green legs hanging out.
Yeah. There's no doubting who that is.
No, and it's like in the middle of a New York street. I'm like, did She-Hulk give birth on a street corner in New York City? And then get eaten by her snake son? I thought I had to go back to the first page and check if this was a John Byrne issue. I was like,
yeah.
She-Hulk's giving birth on a street corner in New York City.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love this. The sons are just like eating people, and just like the rest of the snake people are just walking down the street.
Yeah. No big deal. Just another day.
But then they show, these guys actually just like, the sons of Set, just like when they were hurling Set heads into dimensions. These ones are basically purposely going to other dimensions to try to take over there.
Mm-hmm.
So like Uatu saying, this is like a pattern. So these are the sons of Set. They go take over dimensions. Then they have kids, and they go try to take over dimensions. So
it's a whole nasty cycle.
somebody should deal with that, bro. Like, there's a bunch of alternate realities where Set's children and grandchildren are just taking over.
Yeah. He says, "You relax, friend. Your reality might be next."
Mhm. Which again, a lot of these what ifs, especially in this era, I mean, there weren't no happy.
Yeah, that's true. A lot of them were pretty dark endings. But
Remember when we did the Evolutionary War one? At the end
That's true. Yeah.
Basically, all the heroes combined basically into a cosmic being. This universe was destroyed, but they started a new universe.
A new Big Bang.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, there's so many we could do. We might just have to do like a episode of just like what if issues.
Yeah, we could do a bunch of what ifs. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That'd be fun. I'd like to even go back and do some of those old Marvel fanfares.
Yeah.
In the 80s. I love those. Marvel fanfares, my jam.
Oh yeah. Oh Lord. And then they got these 2-page
Yes.
again, I swear, Modern Comics got some of their ideas from these, because the first one, what if the Punisher were the Herald of Galactus?
Yeah, Herald of Galactus, yeah.
Cosmic Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
And then what if the Human Torch and Iceman were partners?
Yes.
In each other's way. Yeah.
Yeah. Also one of my fanfics.
Oh my.
Oh yeah. Good stuff.
All right. So yeah, I mean, overall, I mean, a good good story, Atlantis Attacks, but yeah, that was a dark what if.
Yeah, dark ending. Ooh. I think you're right though. It would be fun to go back and address that issue of the severed heads flying through the alternate dimensions and wreaking all sorts of havoc and destruction there.
That's what I said. I said we need someone to write a new Quasar series. I mean, I will nominate Will Allred if they don't.
Yes.
They don't have anyone else to do it, but
Yeah.
just like him going to like in the spirit of Mark Grunwald, have him go into like all different corners of the Marvel multiverse, be like, "Yeah, we haven't seen this in like 20 years. Let's explore this again." Or
or this has caused some type of a damage to the universe.
Yeah,
and I have to fix it. I have to repair this damage that this caused.
You got to stop all these set offspring. Yeah.
That would be a great story. And I know Will would knock that right out of the park.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hell, I said, give him that job so I can whisper in his ear and be like, "Yeah,
that's right." Yeah.
Whatever happened to Kayla? Yeah, we're just
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I need him as a I want to play Puppet Master. Just be like, yeah. All right. So, any final all right, now that we're done, any final thoughts on Atlantis Attacks? Any of it?
I thought overall it was great. It was entertaining. There were some high and low points. I think the low point was the Avengers Annual. I thought that was a freaking mess.
Between the art and the writing, yeah.
Yeah, that was a mess. But most of the stuff around that was great. And I really enjoyed these concluding issues that we just covered in these last couple episodes. I thought that they were really good.
Mm-hmm.
It helped too that you didn't have 100 writers on this. I think we had maybe 4 or 5 writers on this whole thing. There was
John Byrne,
Roy Thomas, John Byrne, Jerry Conway.
Yeah, on the Spider-Man stuff. Yeah.
Mike Barron. And
it was Mike What's-His-Face on the Avengers Annual. Basically a throwaway. Yeah, but I mean, he just did the one.
Yeah. And then Steve Englehart did the Silver Surfer one. Yeah. So I guess there were more writers than I thought, but it didn't seem that way. I guess that's my point. It didn't seem like there were a whole ton of writers on this getting in each other's way.
But some of them, like Roy Thomas, did a few of the annuals. So
yeah, and John Byrne did a couple, and Jerry Conway did a couple, so that helped. Yeah,
and Rob Liefeld drew a couple.
Yeah. Oh, some of the art on these was hit and miss. Yeah.
Some of them you could tell it might have been like a rush job or something.
Totally. Yeah.
But again, I think they were looking for fill-in guys because that's probably why Ron Friends did some of those covers, but not the interiors because he's probably working on the main Thor book. Yeah.
And that's why you had John Byrne doing a couple covers, but only the interiors for 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
For 2 of the annuals, because that's still a lot of work.
Let's see which ones did Byrne draw the interiors. Okay, the 7 brides dressed up in their 90s, and of course that X Factor annual where Jean Grey was wearing the seashell bikini.
Notice a trend.
Saved himself for the important stories. You want the conclusion? No. I don't want to be greedy. I'll take the Avengers West Coast Annual and the X Factor.
No. Yeah.
That's fine. No. I'm a team player. No, I don't have to have all the glory. No. I'm drawing Avengers West Coast now anyway. So no, I'll take the annual also, and then I'll do the X Factor. They need an artist. Yeah, I'll do the X Factor annual now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a great idea. We'll show Gene getting drowned on the cover. It'll be great.
With that unfortunate open mouth. Yeah. Oh Lord, maybe that's what we need to do at some point. Just point out some of Byrne's the special stories of Byrne for a month. Yeah,
I think that should be a bonus episode for Patreon.
Oh, yeah.
You and Lilith talking about some Byrneisms.
All right, I'll add that to the list.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow, you won't be there. So, yeah, we can talk a whole lot of She-Hulk. Yeah.
Right.
Yes, jumping rope. Oh, yeah, we get a lot of visual evidence. Yes.
Yeah.
How did that paparazzi get a topless picture of her? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the man can draw. I'll give him that.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, he's
draw, but
yeah. He's still my favorite comic book artist for
Yeah.
a reason. Like I love his artwork so much, and then I always will. I have for 40 some odd years. So yeah, it's just I understand that there's issues.
you know, if the price to pay is like a little bit of side boob sometimes, you know.
But he still draws it. It's not like he's just making the women look gorgeous.
Yes.
And the men are all troglodytes. Like the men look gorgeous too. Like that's
Everyone is in incredible shape. Yes.
exactly.
Yes.
I mean, look at the Namor series. That's one of my favorites for a reason. He looks amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he is an equal opportunity.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right. He drew a half naked man for like 2.5 years and he was fine with it. It's all right.
Exactly. Although Namorita was there too, correct?
That's true. Yeah.
All right. Anything else?
No, I think we covered it pretty good. Yeah. What did you think of Atlantis Attacks overall?
I liked it. I mean,
Yeah.
and again, I had not read every single part, so I was glad I got to
Nice. Yeah.
read the stuff I hadn't read before, and I enjoyed the journey of because I had read a bunch of them, and I hadn't read some of them. I definitely hadn't read them all in order, so yeah, it was kind of nice to read them all in order.
Definitely. And it reads well, actually. I can see how if you read all of this in an omnibus, it would read quite well. It would be a nice little sequential story.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So next time, yes, it starts October.
Spooky season is here again.
So I'm trying to remember what would say. Yeah, next week is Marvel Premiere 4 through 10. What's in that? Marvel
Doctor
Premiere?
Strange.
Oh yeah.
And actually, believe it or not, that has a callback to Atlantis Attacks.
Oh, nice.
To one of the little pieces of information that was inserted in the Saga of the Serpent Crown.
Ooh.
There was a mention of a certain Spawn of Set. Who may be making an appearance in this Doctor Strange story.
Nice. That's perfect. Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, next week Marvel Premiere 4 through 10, and then in 2 weeks, Creatures on the Loose 30 through 35, which is Man-Wolf, John Jameson.
Yeah, in full effect.
That's right. And then Captain America 253 and 254, featuring Baron Blood the Vampire.
Baron Blood, yes. And some more John Byrne stuff.
And then the thing that Justin loves to be scared by, Man Thing 1 through 4 from 1974.
It's not fear, more of a respect, a healthy respect.
Shock and awe, kid. Shock and awe. All right. And then, of course, we're going to do the last week of October. It's going to drop on Halloween itself, October 31st.
Yeah.
Yes, Rise of the Midnight Suns. It's going to be a big one, kids. Ghost Rider 28, Ghost Rider and Blaze Spirits Avengers #1, Morbius #1, Darkhold #1, Night Stalkers #1, and Ghost Rider 31. So
yeah, that's going to be an awesome episode.
Yeah. And Justin's birthday month is in November.
That's right.
Yeah, we're gonna get
Namor.
We're gonna get 2 weeks of Namor the Submariner. Speaking of burn, so
yeah,
you're welcome. And then we're gonna do more Namor from the first 5 issues of Supervillain Team Up.
Yes,
we're gonna get Namor.
I'm excited about that.
Yeah,
it has been yonks since I've read that.
Yes, and then the final episode of November will be episode 100. So we're going to go back and we're going to cover some of the classic Namor, like Marvel Comics #1, his first appearance.
Yep.
Speaking of the Human Torch, Fantastic Four #4, his first modern appearance.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic Four Annual 1,
another classic,
and Defenders #1.
Yeah,
I
love it. That's going to be a big episode too.
That's right. And then peasants, prepare yourselves for Doomsember.
That's right.
Here and on Spidercast and on
everywhere.
Every Marvel show pretty much is going to be Doomsember here, kids.
Yeah. You're not gonna know what hit you.
The X-Men, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, remind me, might want to add something to an X-Men ever.
Oh, for that month?
Yep.
Yeah,
Do
definitely.
something.
Yeah.
All right. So yes, kids, there you go. So send us your homework. There's plenty of homework there. So send us your thoughts. But you may say, Phil, where can I send these thoughts to? Well, I can answer that audibly and visually. So send us your thoughts. Email us, CapesandLunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, you can find all things Capes Lunatics, episodes, social media, merchandise. Get your brand new Capes Lunatics merch, or classic Capes and Lunatics merch. And again, the Queen of Evil, Lilith Hellfire, demands that you rain random money on us through the Cash App link.
Make it rain.
All right. So, yes, please keep us from dancing on the pole in that club. We don't need any snake men or John Burns attacking us, kids.
Looks like she was just working a stripper pole down at Divas.
Oh. Can you paint yourself green for me, baby? All right. And again, the Patreon, where you can find exclusive content only for the patrons, uncensored Lilith Hellfire. And again, if you're a patron like Justin, you can suggest topics, which again,
That's
I think you just mentioned another topic tonight. So that'll be another month there probably.
I love it.
All right. So, yes, you can find the Patreon at patreon.com/CapesandLunatics. And you can find everything at tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network. That's tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network.
More vicious and brutal than ever. I love it.
All right. Now for our friend Justin the Owl here.
That's me.
All right. Of course, you're going to hear him here every week on Marvel Tales. You can hear him once a month on X-Men Classics. At least once a month. It's going to be ramping up the more frequently in 2025.
By popular demand.
That's right. And of course, you can hear him once a month on Energon Universe, talking all the new Transformers and G.I. Joe with myself and Russell, who's not still air guitaring on his toilet. And of course, over on Capes Lunatic Sidekicks, you can catch him on at least once a month on We Are the Night,
the Batman podcast.
Yes, catch him on the oversized episode 200 with me and Lilith as we all cover Batman 89 live watching.
I can't wait.
And of course, you can catch him every so often on Electric Mullet, the Superman podcast.
Yeah, starting a 2-month stretch over there.
That's right. But he does it all, kids. So, Justin, tell them about these other quality shows.
You can also find me over at Gamma Charge, where me and Russell and Josh every month talk about the Incredible Hulk and the Sensational She-Hulk. And we also have a Patreon, so do check that out. Predator and Prey, we are joined by Ray and sometimes Sparky as well. And on our next episode, we'll be covering the brand new, just released Predator versus Black Panther #1.
Ooh, okay.
And on the Lost Library of Legends, my solo show, I will be covering in 3 parts a DC title from 2002 called The Power Company.
Double biscuits for me. Bird time.
Oh, Lilith wanted to know. She's like, why the capitalized on Alien Romulus? Why isn't Marvel doing another Alien versus Predator at the moment?
I know. I was wondering about that too. I think that they're waiting to do the Alien versus Predator stuff until they've done more of these Predator versus Marvel people and Alien versus Marvel people stuff. I don't. Yeah.
That's what I said. Well, maybe that'll be the end result. Why don't they do an Alien versus Predator versus the Marvel Universe or something?
I think they want to wait until there's a new Alien versus Predator film, and then put something out right before that.
Have they been talking about a new Alien versus Predator film?
Well, there was, I think, a rumor that the director of Romulus said that he would co-direct a Predator and Alien film with Dan Trachtenberg, who did Prey. He said he would be open to that, apparently. I don't know if that's true or not. But if it is, and if it did happen, it would be magic. I'd love it.
Yeah. I know you boys will be happy about that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
The hard master.
Hard master will be at a full attention powers.
Sex on the mind. Exciting times to be a pimp.
I love every episode just degenerates at the end into, hey, guess what Ray said?
It's a great way to end the episode.
Yes.
Bubble
Yeah.
boo boo.
Out of the pouch. Boing.
It's a lot of meat.
Keep Namor out of this. All right. Thank you for joining us, kids. Remember, start spooky season next time.
Yeah, get ready.
Off with Doctor Strange. Yeah.
Oh man, you guys aren't ready for this Doctor Strange story. Woo!
Yeah. Doctor Strange. We got werewolves. We got vampires.
Yeah, we
Ghost
got it all.
spiders. Yeah. And man things. Oh my. Good Lord. That escalated quickly.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, kids. Come back next time. Remember, watch out for those snakes and the burns. Good night.